Hello and welcome to Scotty Hall on YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about a couple of things. Curtis Axel and his push, the Wyatt family, and professional wrestling in general, and a channel update. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you. Curtis Axel, Michael McGillicuddy, whatever you want to call him, he's Mr. Perfect's son. So with that being said, he is still Michael McGillicuddy. He was an NXT rookie, a rookie for the past 3 years. Actually for 2 years, because he wasn't really part of the Nexus. He got thrown into it. But the thing that I want to get to is with his heritage and everything and his legacy from his dad and his grandfather, it just seems like that he would have automatically been bestowed the credit that he's already getting, but he got it the wrong way. How many times do you see this happen? Not a lot, but at the same time, he may well deserve it, but it's to be seen. I don't understand how you can just have somebody come out and slap Paul Heyman on him and expect us to say, oh, that's going to work. Now, Paul Heyman's a good mouthpiece, but at the same time, he has to show that he's worth the hype. But he's got a lot of talent, and plus, if he's a quarter or a third or even a fourth, I mean, just anything under a half of what Mr. Perfect is, he will be good. But at the same time, I think Curtis Axel is desperation by the WWE. Something is making them do this. I mean, you can't just come out and throw somebody on TV like that and just say, here it is. This is the way it's going to be. This is the new breed. It doesn't work that way. Because you got to think about this. They've messed up a bunch of times in storylines. So what makes you think that they ain't going to mess this up? Because how do you think that Wade Barrett feels looking up at the stage on a Titantron, seeing a 3.5-year-old vignette of Curtis Axel? He hasn't even changed his promo on the Titantron. It's still the same as it is in WWE 12. It's just it's not making sense. They push him, but they don't give him anything new. And you got to think, Wade Barrett's sitting there looking at him. Brodus Clay's sitting there looking at him. And Ryback, of all people, are looking at him. And they're thinking like, well, Wade Barrett's thinking I was the leader of the Nexus. That angle fell apart. They pushed me, but they destroyed my character. Skip Sheffield isn't even Skip Sheffield anymore. He's Ryback. And he got burst into the main event, but he had to turn to be a heel when Ryback Rules was catching on. They changed it from Ryback Rules to Feed Me More. From Feed Me More to Ryback Rules. You guys know what I mean. But anyway, he didn't get the push that Curtis Axel's getting. And then you look at all the rookies and stuff. I just don't understand why they want us to believe that they can give count-out victories and just give disqualification victories and things to Curtis Axel, and he does a German suplex or just whatever Mr. Perfect's move was called. I can't think of it right now, but just to do that, and that's all we've seen from him. He's beat Jericho. How many people's beat Jericho in the past year? It's just, I'm not seeing it right now. One thing he needs is size. He needs a new look. Maybe a new wardrobe. Paul Heyman's alright, but with RVD coming back and all this stuff, it's just going to overshadow him. They threw the Intercontinental Championship on him, but that goes to show how much that belt means. So I hope he can bring it back to the status that it once was. But anyway, I think he's getting pushed too hard, so, just tell me what you all think. But for me, it still remains to be seen. The Wyatt family, they really have a chance to do something here if they do not mess it up. I mean, Husky Harris is walking around talking all this jibber jabber that he's a common man that knows the boundaries to go to or whatever. He's wearing a apron like he's chopping meat in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and his family is around, and it looks like just some messed up people from a backcountry holler, and just messed up. You know, it could be something good. It could be really, really something cool that they could do with all of them, if all of them are in it. I think a woman's in it too, so it just seems like that they could really do something with it. It's just pushing all the NXT people up really close, but in the end, he's still Husky Harris. But with this new character change, if he brings it to life, he could really do something here. You know, Mike Rotunda could be proud of his son pretty soon. I'm excited to see what they do with him. If they excel him or just bury him like they do everybody else. I just hope we don't have another Shockmaster on our hands. And that's really, really sad to think about it. But I see tremendous potential in it and really, really good storylines. I don't know if they'll be heels or faces, but either way, if they do what they're supposed to and what I think they could do, if they would let me write the storyline, it would be amazing. But I just hope that while they have it in their hands, that they do not crush it. This can be an awesome idea. The state of the WWE, man, has it been up and down. It has been really stellar. Just if you're a positive wrestling fan, like I am, I mean, I criticize it, but I try to roll with the times and take what I can get. But honestly, they have to do something different. It's just the same thing over and over. And people praise it because they got a good Raw last week. And I agree, it was a good Raw. But the question I have is, why can't every Raw be that way? If they can do it one week, they can do it every week. This last Raw was the best Raw I've seen since CM Punk and John Cena went at it in the match for the giving of Money in the Bank up, or something, or no, the spot for WrestleMania since then. So it was a long time ago, but that's a lot of weeks in between with crappy, fall asleep, just ridiculous things. They have to do something with this, because if we can't stay awake for 3 hours, what makes you think that we're going to stay awake for all the other shows in the week? There's something going to happen here. 3 hours. They're already combining it and making it a super show, which they quit. So really the world title isn't even relevant anymore, and it's sad because it's the most precious title in wrestling, going all the way back to NWA. But they're going to have to do something with this. These 3 hours, they're going to have to either go back to 2 or push it to 9 like it used to be, and 10, have the last hour be Extreme. But I don't think it's going to happen. It's PG. Now the sci-fi thing, they could really do something good, or even Eye on Television with Main Event, but that's just an hour, so really nothing you can do there. It's all taped anyway. But SmackDown, you could really do something with that and make it go forward, because it's all going to be lowered down. Just because you bring Vince McMahon and Stephanie and all these people back, it doesn't make it any better, because you're not acting it out. You're just having them come on the show. RVD is coming back, which is great. It's cool to see him come back, but it's just us being desperate, saying that we'll accept anything that we know and we feel comfortable with. But RVD is pushing 45. He's in the early stages of nursing home. I mean, it's just it's not going places. It can't go forward because something's going to hold it back. Either the advertisers are going to hold it back, the social media is going to hold it back, the kids are going to hold it back, John Cena is going to hold it back. and that's the first time I've ever said that, but the fact is that they're catering to an audience that is the future of wrestling. And if this future is wrestling, then where do we fit in here? I mean, we're the ones that are buying the merchandise for the kids. I mean, I don't understand how you expect us to buy the stuff if you're not giving us something to watch too. So I think they need to do something with this other time that they have and not have it repeat over and over and over again, because it's just repeating over and over. Raw is on main event. Main event is on SmackDown. It comes back to Raw, and it's the same thing. So if they can do this once, they can do it every night, and they're going to have to, because there's another company sneaking up on them, and I don't care what anybody says. Competition is competition. It don't matter if it's this big or this big. It's going to be competition. It just doesn't matter what it is. McDonald's started out, Wendy's took over, Burger King snuck up. Just everybody is making hamburgers, but honestly, they all started making hamburgers, and some people did it different, but they're all equal now. So that's going to happen to the WWE. I hate referring to wrestling as food, but we're going to throw it all up anyway. If someone looked at you and said that 4 months was a long time, what would you say? You would say, no, that's not a lot of time. But that's how long Scotty Hall has been on this website. And 54 subscribers and 2,500 views later, I am still here giving my best and trying to grow my channel. I know I've been through a lot, and I know I've came a long way, but that's all I can do is do what I do. And I'm trying to grow the channel, and I want to thank everybody that has subscribed to me, no matter if they have a face, if they don't. Just everybody that has subscribed to me, I want to thank you. For everybody that has ever watched my videos, I want to thank you. For everyone that has commented on our channel, our content, and our just views on wrestling, I feel, and just to make it an interaction with everybody. This is our channel. I mean, it's mine technically, but it's our channel because I listen to you guys. And I want to thank everybody that comments, everybody that views, and just we're going to go up. As I get better, I'll bring better content. As the news gets better, we'll get better with it, and we'll just keep going and going. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I want to thank you all for subscribing. And a shout out to Cabal the Unbeatable. He's got a good channel. You guys go check him out. And thanks for subscribing to me, man. And I want to thank everybody else for watching. Remember, we all have a video camera, we all have internet, and we all have an opinion.